I see the title, man. Let's get to it.
So at this point, when it comes to former NBA players, we know some of these guys have absolutely horrendous takes. And there's one podcast out there that just produces the absolute worst of the worst. As in today's video, you have former NBA All-Star Kenyon Martin saying Luka Doncic is the best player on his own team.
I'm pretty sure that was Gil's Arena.
Is Luka the best player on his team?
Is he?
Production-wise. I didn't ask you that.
Yo, the long pause got it, bro. Just sitting there like,
Enough said. But in MVP, he's the fourth best player in the NBA compared to the bullshit list from the other day. He in the MVP conversation, and in my opinion, I don't think he's the best player on his basketball team. But that's for another. Never mind. Move on.
Now,
you know what I'm saying? Like, bro. Luka impacts the game so much more than Kyrie, in my opinion, bro. Kyrie got the skills, though. I ain't gonna lie. I feel bro saying he probably saying Kyrie's a better player in terms of skills and talent and what he can do with the ball, shoot, you know, the skills. But when it comes to impacting the game, I ain't gonna lie, Luka's on a different level with that shit.
I'll stop in the clip right there. What I see is one guy being absolutely delusional, and two other guys not really having the heart to tell their friend he's out of his mind. Because this take right here is borderline insanity. Because Luka Doncic, really since his rookie year, has been Dallas' best player every single season. And I do find it pretty comical Gilbert Arenas says, production-wise, yes, Luka is their best player. Now, what are we measuring the best players by? Is it not production, overall output, input, and their impact on winning? Isn't that
saying, like, come on, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like,
players in the world.
We're not. No matter how skillful you are with the basketball, how skillful you are. You know what I'm saying, moving your feet. If you can't do that in the game, you know what I'm saying? If you can't do that in the game, it don't matter, bro. Real shit.
Yeah, to add that caveat, like Luka's only better production-wise, not the actual player, again, is pretty insulting to Luka. As looking at last year with Dallas, he really did everything for them. Put him in points, rebounds, assists, and steals. Yeah. And compare the entire NBA, was top 10 in scoring and assists. And when it comes to playoff Luka Doncic, I think all of us for the most part need a reminder of how great that guy is. As for his career, he is averaging 32.5 points per game.
That's tough, bro.
Only to Michael Jordan of all time.
That is tough.
And so far in his career, he has never averaged less than 29 points per game in a single playoff series. And since entering the NBA, has 8 40-point playoff games, tied with Giannis and Jimmy for the most during that stretch. To question if a guy like this, an elite playoff performer, elite impact guy, is the best player on his own team, it's pretty asinine.
And it's also still growing as a player. I ain't gonna lie, he's not even at his peak. I wouldn't say this is his peak. You know, I think we got more from Luka. I think he's still growing as a player, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? And Kyrie is going down slope. Luka's like this going up the mountain. Look, Luka's going up the mountain. You know what I'm saying? About to reach the peak. You know what I'm saying? This is Luka. Kyrie already, he's coming down the mountain at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's logic.
Just sip my tea. This is...
Okay, so who's the best player on the Mavs if Luka's not?
Hey, I know one. Put it like this. You know, when people be talking about one-on-one, I know if you ask Dinwiddie who's the best one-on-one player there, I guarantee it won't be who they think it is. Won't be Luka. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, bro. We know. One-on-one, Kyrie, come on. It's going to get tricky. Very tricky, very scary. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Drew. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get bad for niggas. Obviously. Because, you know what I'm saying, one-on-one is one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? It's me versus you. It's mine. He about to handle you, really, with the handles. He about to hand you with the handles. Like, bro, but in the game, like, it's just different, bro. It's different. There's 4 other people. There's 9 other people on the court. You know what I'm saying? But 40 people on their team, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. It's just a
Guarantee
whole
you line them up, let them play
thing.
ones.
Oh, he couldn't be. Dinwiddie said, "Oh, he got mopped every time."
Yeah, every time, dog. And you line him up against Kyrie, it'll be a listen.
Of course, bro. Like, look at the matchup. Like, you got a quick, sort of a quick guard with handles. You know what I'm saying? Basically, the total package for 1-on-1. You understand? Except for Luka, a little bigger. You know what I'm saying? He probably could do a little post stuff. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But Kyrie got the package, the 1-on-1 package, man. You know what I'm saying? Finish at the rim, all that. It's not like he can't finish. If Kyrie couldn't finish at the rim, like you would have a point with this. But Kyrie could do it all, like in terms of 1v1. You know, he could do it all. You're done. You're done.
He might don't touch the ball. If you give Kyrie the ball first, Luka might won't touch the ball.
11-0?
Hey,
Luka can't guard this goddamn camera stand.
Now, stopping that clip right there, let me get this straight. The argument for Kyrie Irving being better than Luka, let me check my notes,
Come on, he's a
is that Kyrie in practice is a better 1v1 player. Not the game, we're talking about practice and a 1v1.
Talk about
It looks
practice.
to me that argument is solid, foolproof. There's no holes in that argument whatsoever. Of course, sarcasm. These guys' fascination with 1v1 basketball, it is pretty tiring. As looking at the best player in the world, Nikola Jokic, I wouldn't call Jokic a 1v1 god and the best 1v1 guy in the NBA. But despite that, due to his impact and production, he's the best in the world. Even looking at someone like Giannis, who I think is a top 3 player. I don't think Giannis at this point in his career, even still, could beat Kevin Durant in a 1v1. Because KD, quite literally, is built for 1v1 scenarios.
Facts.
And looking at Steph Curry, I would argue the second best player in the world. In a 1v1 versus Kyrie, he would struggle and probably lose more times than he would win. Does that make Kyrie Irving?
Kyrie got the total package, bro. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Curry could shoot better than Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? He's not too far with the hands. He's not too far with the layups, but it's just the fact that Kyrie can do everything so well and so all around. You know, he can dribble the ball. He's the best dribbler of all time, in my opinion. You know, he can shoot the ball with the best of them. At times, he's a streaky shooter. You know what I'm saying? Finish at the rim with the very best of them. You know, like it's the mid-range game is crazy. He can, bro. He got the post. He got footwork. You know. It's tricky. It's tricky in a 1v1 situation. You know.
Irving a better player than Steph Curry? Absolutely not. Because as you guys know, 1v1 in practice doesn't determine who's the better overall player in 5v5 basketball. And of course, when it comes to these guys,
that's the biggest point right there. I like you made that point, Uncut. In 5v5 basketball, like we're not playing 1-on-1, bro. We're playing 5-on-5, so you know.
Are there any stats, any numbers, any facts, any cold hard data they bring up in these debates? Of course not. They're just talking. Looking at Luka Doncic last year on ISO scoring, Luka quite literally was the best ISO scorer in the NBA, averaging 7.9 points per game on 45.2% shooting. Let me repeat that. Luka last year was the best ISO scorer in the entire NBA. And if you want to build off 1v1 play, look at 2v2 play. Luka last year in the pick and roll ranked 4th in scoring at 10.8 points per game on 51.8% shooting. If you love 1v1 so much, love 2v2 so much, and despise 5v5 basketball, Luka still is the best player on Dallas.
That was so tough.
Yeah, and that's the thing with real basketball people. Like, if your numbers don't equate to something, they just numbers. And I look at you, who you are and what you're doing, and I look at Kyrie like, shit. Yeah, give me 11.
Yep.
Give me number 11.
Mm-hmm.
So, stopping it right there, I absolutely love this clip. First off, Kenyon Martin, he has to stress, he's a real basketball person. These guys in this room are real basketball people.
When you look at it from an objective point of view, bro, Luka has done more than Kyrie, in my opinion. Well, yeah, like, in terms of, like, being the leader of his own team and carrying his team, Luka has done more than Kyrie, in my opinion, damn near. Or damn near the same. Let's talk about it. Only time Kyrie really led a team was really in Boston, right? Yeah. It was really in Boston when he really led a team to a playoff run, I guess you could say. And even then, he had Jason Tatum with him. You know? Luka was making these runs without a well-known guy. Let's say that. A superstar. A star. You know what I'm saying? And he was doing it by himself, and he was putting up the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Making an impact. Game winners. Like, you can't argue with this. You can't argue with this, because Luka basically did everything Kyrie did when he was the leader of a team.
You know, they know ball. They get ball. Secondly, he tries to imply Luka Doncic puts up empty stats that don't lead to wins. But at the same time, is arguing Kyrie Irving is the better overall player despite less playoff success in the past 5 seasons. That right there is a tangled mess of contradictions. As looking at Luka in the past 5 years, as an individual playoff performer, he's been light years better than Kyrie Irving. In terms of playoff success, also more successful than Kyrie. As looking at playoff Luka, he averaged 32.5 points, 9.3 boards, 7.9 assists on 47-37 and 69 splits. Compared to Kyrie Irving, who only averaged 21.9 points, 5.1 boards, 5.2 assists on 43-35.
That's way less points than I thought Kyrie would average. I thought Kyrie would be at more so 26, 27, 25, you know? And put this into context, Kyrie's not even the leader of most of the teams that he was on in the playoffs. So it's like, come on, bro.
3 splits. Verifiably, Kyrie Irving.
Luka's the trajectory Luka is on is all time great. Like, you understand? Like like that's what they like. I don't understand like how these so-called real basketball players don't understand that. Like, the trajectory Luka is on, it's up there with Bron and them. You know what I'm saying? Like objectively, it's up there with Bron and them and MJ and them. That's what they're comparing Luka's stats to. You know what I'm saying? In the 4th years, his 3rd year, second, that's who the top guys, bro. So you can't compare him to you can't say Kyrie's the better player than he is, when everything points to Luka being the better player. The stats, you know what I'm saying? The impact, you know, the leadership, you know, the expectations, you know. Come on, bro. It's logic. It's common sense now.
Player, compared to Luka Doncic, is only a better free throw shooter. And I want to stress this, Luka since day one has a number 1 option on all of his teams. Compared to Kyrie,
I'm telling you, that's a big point for me, bro. Because like,
been the number 1 option. And if you look at Kyrie as the number 1 guy, what he led his team to was a 2nd round exit in 2019 versus the Milwaukee Bucks.
And it wasn't even a Western Conference. Eastern Conference, since he was in the East. You know? Luke went to the West, to the conference. The conference fight. We here. We shot. Yeah. I think 2 times, actually.
In that series, Kyrie was absolutely abysmal, shooting a piss poor 35%
Sheesh, I didn't even know this.
Field. And the farthest Kyrie's gone as the number 2 option in the post-LeBron James era is Game 7 versus the Bucks in 2021. But in typical Kyrie fashion that year, he got injured in Game 4 and wasn't even available in Games 5, 6, and 7. I want to be clear in saying this. I don't hate Kyrie Irving and despise him as an NBA player. But when you say he's better than Luka Doncic, when it's verifiably not true, objectively wrong,
Facts.
you gotta push back on that pretty hard. And I do want to hammer this point home. Luka Doncic, as the guy, made the Western Conference Finals, beating a 64-win Suns team in the process. That run in 2021 as a number 1 option was better than any Kyrie run in the past 5 seasons. As post-LeBron James, not once has Kyrie made the conference finals. And again, using Kenyon's own logic, if your numbers don't equate to something, they're just numbers. So considering Luka in the past 5 years has more playoff success with much better numbers, Kenyon Martin right here has checkmated himself.
Facts.
And a general rule of thumb going forward.
And that's the end of this one, y'all. Like, we get where it's going. We see it. Very stupid take. Very stupid take. Because when you start to just think about it, you know, it took me a second to really start to think about all the things that matter when debating players on the same team. And once you start to get into all of it, it's pretty clear, bro. Pretty clear. Like, scary clear. That y'all even having that conversation, bro. Sheesh. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Let me know who y'all think is the better player. Click on the last reaction. Like the video, comment, subscribe. Turn on post notifications. And I'm out of here, man.